Well, hello guys, this is Mike Simmons of WPHowTos.com, and the reason I'm making this video, besides giving you some information perhaps to help you in choosing a domain, how to choose a domain name is the subject matter of this video, but the reason I thought of making this video is I'm actually switching my main domain from WordPressHowTos.com to a shorter domain name called WPHowTos.com, and I'm keeping both domains. If you type in this, it'll be automatically directed to this WP How To's. I haven't made the switch yet, but that's why I'm making this video. Just because I just thought of it when I decided to change my main domain name to WPHowTos.com. A few points to keep in mind when you're choosing a domain name. Depending on what you're buying it for, if it's for a business or if it's just for maybe a marketing site or e-commerce site, but just keep it relevant. If you have an e-commerce site you're going to be selling a lot of different products on, you probably don't want to just name it by one product name or something like that. That would be confusing. So that's keep it relevant, not some nonsensical type thing that people would really have a hard time remembering, like a bunch of, unless it's something that's so nonsensical that people do remember it. So, and if you have a business or a brand, it's perfectly all right to use your business or brand name as your domain name. If you'd like to do that, that's certainly a good choice for you. Now, you can also name it like if you're in a service type business or that sort of thing, like for example Seattle Lighting or Seattle Plumbing. Now, Google did give extra credit for what is called exact match domains. They stopped giving that extra credit a few algorithms ago, so you're not going to get any more SEO, search engine optimization juice anymore from the exact match domains, but having your keyword in there. But it's not a bad choice if you want to go that route. Now, like I said, generally the shorter the better, as long as it's relevant and easy to remember. Now that's why I'm changing it from WordPressHowTos.com. A little harder to remember, not too hard to remember, but a little harder to type in. And this shorter WPHowTos.com, people can remember that maybe a little better. Now hyphens, if you do find a domain name that is taken in the .com, and you can only get it if you use hyphens, it's okay, but just try to keep it consistent, like instead of just having a couple hyphens here and there so people couldn't remember it too easy. Have it consistent across the board. Alright, now the first thing, if you have a domain name in mind and you want to find out if it's available, here's a really cool site to use, instantdomainsearch.com. You can just type in whatever. I already typed in "we like milk." Boy, all of this stuff's, in fact, the short domains are almost always taken, but say we like milk. No. Okay, well, we like milk no.com is available. Now, instantdomainsearch.com, of course, gets their money from people just clicking on these buttons to buy the domain. They get an affiliate commission from whatever button you have chosen over here. So GoDaddy, there's their price for using this system, 1-on-1. GoDaddy and Namecheap are the two that I use generally. I'll show you why I use two different ones for the main part. Well, before that, let's talk about domain extensions. .com, of course, is the one everybody recognizes, and that's generally the preferred one, unless you really have a domain name that you want, and then you can use something else like a .net or .org or even a .info or that sort of thing. .org is actually pretty good if you're an organization, so .info is okay, especially if you have an informational site, but for the main part, .com is the way to go. Now, the reason I was talking about GoDaddy and Namecheap, now there's something called WhoisGuard that if you type in, I think there's a couple different sites, but I use the one called whois.net, and if you type in a domain name and do a Whois search, they'll tell you the registration information, unless what you use to register your domain, except for, of course, your credit card number and that sort of thing. But Namecheap, well, if you do want WhoisGuard, you want to keep that information private, Namecheap is a good place to go because they have what's called, see right here, free WhoisGuard protection. So if when you buy your domain, it's generally for a .com, it's generally around $10 a year, and it's generally $10 a year to renew it too. So that's a good price, because Namecheap. Now, Namecheap has free WhoisGuard. You can keep your information private. GoDaddy, if you want WhoisGuard, they'll charge you anywhere from, I'm not sure what it is, $8-9 a year. But if you don't care about the WhoisGuard, GoDaddy generally has the best first-year prices. Their renewal rates are usually $16-17 a year. I mean, I think I just saw a sale for GoDaddy. They were selling .coms for 99 cents, but their business models, they keep you hooked for a longer period of time, and then they get their money out of you because they generally will charge $16-17 a year renewal. I think Namecheap is like $10 and $10-11 a year renewal fees. So GoDaddy, best first year prices, and a good reputable company, but they'll get their money out of you in the long run. Hope you found this helpful for you guys if you're trying to choose your domain name and wanted a few pointers. As always, if you would please subscribe, like, and favorite, and as always, keep on keeping on.